René Magritte, 1898 to 1967, Belgian surrealist artist known for his thought-provoking and whimsical works that challenged perceptions of reality. Ralph Waldo Emerson, 1803–1882, American essayist, lecturer, and poet, whose ideas on transcendentalism helped shape American literature and philosophy. David Hume, 1711–1776. A key figure in the Scottish Enlightenment, Hume's work on empiricism, skepticism, and naturalism shaped modern philosophy. Søren Kierkegaard, 1813–1855. Danish philosopher, considered the father of existentialism, his work on anxiety, faith, and individuality greatly influenced modern existential and Christian thought. Pelé, 1940–2022. Brazilian football legend, widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. His contributions to the sport helped elevate football to a global cultural phenomenon. Muhammad Ali, 1942–2016. American boxer and cultural icon known for his boxing skills and his activism, Ali is regarded as one of the greatest athletes and most influential figures of the 20th century. John Maynard Keynes, 1888–1946, British economist known for his revolutionary ideas in economic theory, particularly during the Great Depression, shaping modern macroeconomic policies. William Wilberforce, 1759–1833, British politician and abolitionist who played a pivotal role in the movement to end the transatlantic slave trade. Jean-Paul Sartre, 1905–1980, French existentialist philosopher and playwright, whose works on human freedom, existentialism, and phenomenology influenced modern philosophy. Augustus, 63 BC to AD 14, first emperor of Rome, Augustus's reign laid the foundation for the Roman Empire's dominance for centuries. Gottlieb Daimler, 1834–1900. German engineer and industrialist, co-founder of Mercedes-Benz, instrumental in the development of the modern automobile. Karl Popper, 1902–1994. Austrian-British philosopher of science, known for his contributions to the philosophy of science, particularly the concept of falsifiability as a criterion for scientific theories. Immanuel Kant, 1724–1804. German philosopher whose work on ethics, metaphysics, and epistemology laid the groundwork for much of modern philosophy. Edward Jenner, 1749–1823. English physician, known for pioneering the smallpox vaccine, which led to the eventual eradication of the disease, saving millions of lives. Albert Schweitzer, 1875–1965. German-French theologian, musician, and physician, known for his humanitarian work in Africa and the philosophy of reverence for life, who helped establish the foundation for modern bioethics and global medical outreach. Pablo Picasso, 1881–1973, Spanish painter, sculptor, and co-founder of the Cubist movement, one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Walt Disney, 1901–1966, American entrepreneur and film producer, creator of the Disney Empire, known for revolutionizing the animation industry and popularizing family-friendly entertainment. Nicholas Otto, 1832–1891, a German who invented the four-stroke internal combustion engine, revolutionizing transportation and laying the foundation for modern automotive technology. Charles Lindbergh, 1902–1974. First person to fly solo non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean, his achievement had a profound impact on the development of aviation. Richard Branson, 1950 to present. British entrepreneur, founder of the Virgin Group, whose contributions to the airline, music, and space industries revolutionized business practices and innovation in these fields. Alan Shepard, 1923–1998. The first American in space, and later the fifth person to walk on the moon during the Apollo 14 mission, contributing to the U.S. space program's successes. George Orwell, 1903–1950, British author and journalist, best known for his works 1984 and Animal Farm, which critique totalitarian regimes and social injustice. Mark Twain, 1835–1910, American writer and humorist, known for his novels The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn Ferdinand Magellan, 1480–1521, which are cornerstones of American literature. Louis Armstrong, 1901–1971, American jazz trumpeter and singer whose innovative trumpet playing and unique voice transformed the genre and popularized jazz worldwide. Claude Monet, 1840–1926, French painter, founder of the Impressionist movement. Monet's innovative painting techniques forever changed the landscape of visual art. Vincent van Gogh, 1853–1890, Dutch post-impressionist painter, known for his vivid works like Starry Night, which had a profound influence on modern art despite his struggles with mental illness. Mark Zuckerberg, 1984 to present. An American entrepreneur and co-founder of Facebook, Zuckerberg revolutionized how people communicate and interact online, transforming social media globally. Carl Sagan, 1934 to 1996, American astronomer, astrophysicist, and popularizer of science, whose work in planetary science and his ability to communicate complex ideas to the public shaped modern science communication. Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844–1900, German philosopher known for his critiques of traditional morality and religion, and for his ideas on the will to power and the concept of the Übermensch. Charlie Chaplin, 1889–1977, British actor, filmmaker, and composer, best known for his role as the tramp in silent films. He revolutionized cinema with his artistry and social commentary. Sigmund Freud, 1856–1939, Austrian neurologist and founder of psychoanalysis, profoundly influencing psychology, literature, and culture with his theories on the unconscious mind. Neil Armstrong, 1930–2012, American astronaut, the first person to walk on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, cementing his place as a symbol of human achievement in space. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, 1770–1831, German philosopher known for his work on dialectical reasoning, which influenced many fields, including philosophy, political theory, and history. John F. Kennedy, 1917–1963, U.S. President known for his leadership during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the space race, and advocating civil rights. Friedrich Hayek, 1899–1992, Austrian economist and political philosopher, known for his defense of classical liberalism and free market capitalism in his book The Road to Serfdom. John von Neumann, 1903–1957, Hungarian-American mathematician and computer scientist, made fundamental contributions to computing, game theory, and the development of the atomic bomb. Steve Jobs, 1955–2011, co-founder of Apple Inc., whose visionary leadership in technology and design transformed personal computing, consumer electronics, and entertainment, profoundly impacting modern life. Linus Pauling, 1901–1994, American chemist, biochemist, and peace activist. He is renowned for his work on the nature of the chemical bond, for which he won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1954. John D. Rockefeller, 1839–1937, American industrialist and philanthropist, founder of Standard Oil, and one of the wealthiest men in history whose business practices transformed the oil industry and whose philanthropic efforts reshaped medicine and education. Bill Gates, in 1955 to present, co-founder of Microsoft, shaping the personal computer revolution, and later a major philanthropist focused on global health and development. Michael Faraday, 179-11867, English scientist whose discoveries in electromagnetism and electrochemistry formed the foundation for much of modern electrical science. Christopher Columbus, 1451 to 1506, Italian explorer whose voyages across the Atlantic led to the widespread European exploration and colonization of the Americas. Stephen Hawking, 1942 to 2018, English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author, known for his work on black holes, the nature of the universe, and his book, A Brief History of Time. Karl Marx, 1818 to 1883, German philosopher and economist, co-author of the Communist Manifesto, whose ideas on class struggle and socialism significantly shaped global politics. Johann Sebastian Bach, 1-6851750, German composer and musician, whose compositions are a benchmark of Western classical music and remain essential to music theory and performance. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1882–1945, 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and most of World War II, implementing major domestic and foreign policies. Ludwig van Beethoven, 1-7701827, German composer whose works, including symphonies and sonatas, are considered pillars of Western classical music. John Stuart Mill, 1806–1873, British philosopher, economist, and social theorist, who developed influential concepts on liberty, utilitarianism, and representative government. Winston Churchill, 1874–1965, Prime Minister of the UK during World War II, known for his leadership and speeches, which inspired British resilience. Thomas Jefferson, 1743–1826. An American statesman and third president, Jefferson was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence and a key figure in the founding of the United States. Euclid, circa 300 BC, a Greek mathematician, often referred to as the father of geometry, whose work Elements served as the main textbook for teaching mathematics for centuries. Niels Bohr, 1885–1962, Danish physicist, known for his pioneer model of the atom and his contributions to quantum theory, which helped shape modern atomic and nuclear physics. James Watt, 1736–1819. Known for his improvements to the steam engine, Watt's innovations fueled the Industrial Revolution and transformed modern industry. Alexander Graham Bell, 1847–1922. Scottish inventor, scientist, and engineer, credited with inventing the telephone and contributing to the development of communication technologies that reshaped the modern world. Ferdinand Magellan, 1480–1521. Portuguese explorer, known for leading the first expedition to circumnavigate the globe, proving that the Earth is round and interconnected. Blaise Pascal, 1623–1662. French mathematician and philosopher who made major contributions to probability theory, fluid mechanics, and the development of the first computer. Richard Feynman, 1918–1988. American theoretical physicist, best known for his contributions to quantum mechanics and his popular lectures that made complex science accessible to the public. Francis Bacon, 1561–1626, English philosopher and statesman, widely regarded as the father of the scientific method, which revolutionized scientific inquiry and empirical research. Erwin Schrödinger, 1887 to 1961. An Austrian physicist who contributed to quantum mechanics, most notably for Schrödinger's equation, which is central to quantum mechanics. Voltaire, 1694 to 1778. French Enlightenment writer whose advocacy for civil liberties, religious tolerance, and freedom of expression influenced Western thought. Claude Shannon, 1916-2001. American mathematician and electrical engineer, considered the father of information theory, which laid the foundation for digital communication and computing. Adam Smith, 1723 to 1790. Scottish economist and philosopher, best known for his foundational work in economics with The Wealth of Nations, which laid the groundwork for modern capitalism and free market economics. Abraham Lincoln, 1809 to 1865, 16th U.S. President during the Civil War, best known for emancipating enslaved people and preserving the Union. George Washington, 1732 to 1799, first President of the United States, and a key figure in the founding of the nation, who played a pivotal role in the American Revolution and the formation of the U.S. government. Michelangelo, 1475 to 1564, Italian sculptor, painter, and architect, celebrated for masterpieces such as David, the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and the Pietà, key figures of the Renaissance. Julius Caesar, 100 to 44 BC, Roman general and statesman whose actions led to the fall of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Hippocrates, circa 460 to circa 370 BC, Greek physician, often called the father of medicine, whose Hippocratic oath laid the ethical foundations of modern medical practice. Alan Turing, 1912–1954. British mathematician and computer scientist, known for his work on artificial intelligence and the development of the Turing machine, foundational to modern computing. Louis Pasteur, 1822–1895. French scientist whose work on germ theory and vaccinations saved countless lives and shaped modern medicine. Tim Berners-Lee, 1955 to present. British inventor of the World Wide Web, a transformative tool that fundamentally changed how information is shared globally. James Clerk Maxwell, 1831 to 1879. Scottish physicist, best known for formulating the theory of electromagnetism, which is one of the pillars of modern physics. Charles Babbage, 1791 to 1871, English mathematician credited with conceptualizing the first mechanical computer, the precursor to modern computers. René Descartes, 1596 to 1650, French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist, often considered the father of modern philosophy, famous for his work in rationalism and analytical geometry. Cogito, ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. John Locke, 1632 to 1704. English philosopher whose ideas on liberalism, human rights, and government shaped the foundations of modern political thought. Benjamin Franklin, 1706–1790, founding father of the United States, inventor, diplomat, and philosopher, who contributed to the early development of American democracy, electrical science, and public service. Wright brothers, Orville, 1871 to 1948, Wilbur, 1867 to 1912. American inventors who achieved the first powered flight, revolutionizing transportation and contributing to the development of modern aviation. Thomas Edison, 1847–1931, American inventor, best known for his work with the electric light bulb, phonograph, and early development of electrical power generation. Pythagoras, circa 570 B.C. circa 495 BC. Greek mathematician and philosopher, best known for the Pythagorean theorem, which forms the basis of geometry and trigonometry. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, 1712–1778. French philosopher whose ideas focusing on human rights, social contract, democracy, education, and political philosophy contributed to the development of modern political thought. Plato, 428 BCE, 348 BCE. A geek foundational figure in Western philosophy, his works on ethics, politics, and metaphysics laid the groundwork for much of Western thought, especially through his contributions like The Republic and the Theory of Forms. Nicolaus Copernicus, 1473–1543. Polish mathematician and astronomer who proposed the heliocentric theory, challenging the geocentric model of the universe and initiating the Copernican revolution. Johannes Gutenberg, circa 1400–1468. German inventor of the movable type printing press, revolutionizing communication and the spread of knowledge during the Renaissance. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1769–1821. French military leader who rose to prominence during the French Revolution and led France to become a dominant European power. Mahatma Gandhi, 1869–1948. Leader of India's independence movement, advocating for nonviolent civil disobedience and inspiring movements for civil rights and freedom worldwide. Martin Luther King Jr., 1929–1968. American civil rights leader, advocating for equality through nonviolent resistance and playing a key role in the advancement of civil rights in the U.S. Alexander the Great, 356–323 BC, created one of the largest empires in history and spread Greek culture across the known world, impacting history for centuries. William Shakespeare, 1564–1616. English playwright whose works, e.g., Hamlet, Romeo, and Juliet, have shaped Western literature and drama and had a lasting impact on literature, language, and theater. Nikola Tesla, 1856–1943. Serbian-American inventor and electrical engineer, known for pioneering alternating current, AC, electricity, and wireless communication technologies. Galileo Galilei, 1564–1642. Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer, pivotal in the scientific revolution. Father of modern science, laying the foundation for experimental physics and astronomy, notably for his improvements to the telescope and support for the heliocentric model. Confucius, 551 BC 479 BC. Chinese philosopher whose teachings on ethics, governance, and family relationships formed the foundation for Confucianism, which shaped East Asian culture. Charles Darwin, 1809–1882, English naturalist and biologist, developed the theory of evolution by natural selection, changing the way humanity understands the origin of species. Socrates, 470 BC 399 BC. Greek philosopher who laid the foundation for Western philosophy and contributed to ethical and logical thinking. Aristotle, 384 BC 322 BC. Greek philosopher and scientist whose works on logic, ethics, and politics deeply influenced Western philosophy and science. Leonardo da Vinci, 1452–1519. Italian polymath, artist, and inventor, celebrated for masterpieces like Mona Lisa and The Last Supper, as well as his visionary scientific sketches. Genghis Khan, 1162–1227, unified the Mongols and built the largest contiguous empire in history. His conquests reshaped Asia and Europe, revolutionizing warfare, trade, and culture. Albert Einstein, 1879-19-55. German-born theoretical physicist who revolutionized our understanding of space, time, and energy with his theory of relativity and contributions to quantum mechanics. Isaac Newton, 1642 to 1727. English mathematician and physicist, founded classical mechanics and greatly advanced mathematics, most notably with the laws of motion and universal gravitation. Jesus Christ, circa 4 BC, AD 30/33, Jewish preacher and central figure of Christianity, whose teachings of love, compassion, and forgiveness have shaped Western religious thought and global moral standards. We hope you enjoyed exploring today's transformation. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. See you in the next story.